They're both dead. Okay. Show of hands, how many of you guys, ladies and gentlemen, wake up every single day of the year at 4:30 a.m. to pray to God? That's what I thought. This prayer rug represents and describes a lot about the Muslim culture. It's actually a rug that they use to pray on daily. We pray 5 times a day. In the early morning, like at 4:30 a.m., from like at 12 a.m., afternoon, before sunset, and after sunset. So I think it's important for people to know this because we can all relate to prayer one way or another, whether we follow the same religion or not. And because people and the media don't give us enough justice. Like they always show us like we're these mean extremist people that are terrorists, but we're really like down to earth. We care a lot about God and religion and stuff. So by learning more about this prayer rug, you'll have a better understanding of Muslim culture. First, I'll discuss how this prayer rug represents the culture, and then how I identify myself with this culture. Islam was found back in 640 BC in the Middle East, which the Middle East was like all one, not a divided place, it was like one big desert. So how did this prayer rug came along? Well, because there was a majority of Muslims there and we have to pray and stuff, and when we pray, we don't just like sit there and just say a prayer like, thank God what you've given me, no. We actually have to go down and up a lot, and we need a clean surface. We have to be clean at all times. So because it was a desert, it was a huge industry of like rugs, pots, and even slavery, camels, sheep. This came along. It was a perfect like cell for all Muslims. It's perfect size for everyone to pray on, so you won't dirty yourselves. And it's actually kind of thick, so you won't hurt your knees when you're going down. And there's a lot of styles from this. And there's a lot of like it's pointed this way because we all Muslims around the world pray where Mecca, you know, Saudi Arabia, you guys maybe have seen it before, that huge black box. Well, it's not black, it's white, but it's covered in black. And we all face that place because it's in the middle of the whole entire world. That's what's interesting about Muslims. Well, I know we fight a lot and we argue a lot, but we all pray the same way. And you can find this like in every Muslim household. We actually treat it very well. Like we don't step on it, we don't dirty it. Even if it's on the floor, like pointed where Mecca's at, like I would step on top of it. I wouldn't step on it because it has to be clean at all times. So treat it very good. And now that you guys have a better understanding of this prayer rug, I will identify myself in the Muslim culture. I'm Muslim, therefore I consider myself part of the culture. I was actually born with it, so I didn't convert or anything. My parents were Muslims, my whole family is Muslim. And I remember since I was like 2 or 3 years old, I would see my dad pray in the middle of the living room on his prayer rug, and I wouldn't step on his prayer rug. I wouldn't even get close to him because I know I would get in trouble. But my other brothers would, they would jump on his back because they know like he's praying, he can't do anything about it. And when I grew older, I was at the age of 9, all girls, Muslim girls have to pray and stuff and wear the scarf. So I started praying. And when we pray, we say verses from our holy book. It's called Quran. And you can't like say anything else. You just have to say the verses from the Quran. I would be standing there. I'm 9, so I really don't know what I'm doing. I would be like, please God, if I test tomorrow, please let me pass. Please, 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 please. I'll say it several times so you can like get the point. I don't know why. I'll say it several times. And then as I grew older, even at the age of 11, 12, I used to be in a private school, and we had to pray there. And when we would go to field trips, there's prayer time. I have to pray. And my friends would tell me, come on, are you really going to go pray? I was like, yeah, I'm not trying to get a heart attack on that ride and die. Go to hell. I'm going to pray for sure. They would go wait in line. I go pray. I would have like a little like prayer rug in my purse. I don't know. I lost it. I don't have it anymore. But yeah, I would actually go pray. And then the 4:30 a.m. came along. I never used to wake up at 4:30 a.m. My parents started making fun of me too much because they're so religious and I wasn't that religious. So yeah, I started waking up like recently, a few years ago. And it takes a lot of dedication to wake up at 4:30 a.m. We have to wake up, wash our face with water and hands and stuff. It's like so freezing. It takes a lot of dedication to wake up at that time. And it taught me to, like, if I love to sleep, and it taught me if I can wake up at 4:30 a.m. to pray, I can do anything. And yeah, and then I started having a better understanding of why I pray. I pray to worship God, to have His like blessings. So now that you guys have a better understanding of this prayer rug, First, I discussed how this prayer rug represents the Muslim culture and how I identify myself in Muslim culture. In conclusion, I think whether we all follow the same religion or no, it doesn't matter. We all pray to the same God. We all give thanks to the same God. I mean, find whatever comforts you in life. This is what comforts me in life because I leave all my worries behind when I'm standing praying to God. Because I know He's looking out for me, especially during finals. Thank you.